Hey guys, it's Hans Hobbies, and today I have a little upgrade video for my SCX24 deadbolt. I've been actually enjoying this thing quite a lot. Um, it really reminds me of back when I used to play with the Radio Shack X mods a lot. Um, just the tiny wheel nuts and just the whole scale of it just reminds me of those days a lot. So I've been having a lot of fun, and also just because this is a pretty good performing crawler. Only upgrade I've done so far is basically this metal front bumper. I do have this 3D printed grill right here. This is just a prototype of the FJ style grill I've made. I will do a full video on the grill. I'm just waiting on the parts from Shapeways. But today, so while I've been driving it, I did notice one thing that I didn't like about it was the servo. So the servo works okay, but when you're really in like a hard crawling situation, let me move my Alexa. When you're really in like a hard crawling situation, it really doesn't have enough torque to turn these sticky large tires. So what I did is I decided to upgrade it. So we got here Savox Metal Gear micro servo. I got this on Amazon for around $30. So it's pretty expensive for a micro servo, but Savox is a pretty good brand, and this seems like a pretty well respected servo. So that's what we're going to be using today. The problem I know I'm going to have with it though is it is going to be too big, because this stock servo they use is like a strange size. It's like a really tiny servo, so a lot of micro servos won't fit unless you do some modifications to the servo tray. But let's just do like a quick unboxing video here of this thing. Basically everything that comes in the box already, just you can see it. There's some specs, like measurements of it on the back of the box if you want to see that. But basically it's a pretty simple package. So we have the servo here, pretty long servo wire, so that's nice that it does come with a long servo wire. I will have to figure out a way to route this and whatever. Get this trash out of the way. The body clips, I don't lose them. We have these servo horns. They're just like this typical standard style servo horns. I will probably use one of these to mount the servo links. If the stock one doesn't fit on this horn. So you can see it's a nice little metal horn, nice aluminum case, which hopefully will add some more weight to the front end. But yeah, overall it's a pretty good looking servo. I like the orange color. It's pretty sparkly and nice. So this is the, oh, by the way, if you wanted to see the part number for this, it's the SH-0257MG. They do have another servo that looks identical to this, but it is a slower and weaker torque servo. It is slightly cheaper, but I'd say just paid $5 extra to go with this one. But first step, of course, is taking the stock servo off. So how should we go about doing that? It looks like it's 0.05 inch driver. A lot of all the hardware on this is basically standard because it's using like the low-C style. But let me get the servo off so you don't have to sit here watching me struggle with the camera, but I'll be right back. So I have the servos out. So this is the stock servo, and this is the Savox servo, and you can see the Savox servo is slightly larger, so it does look like it won't really fit in that tray. So I'm gonna have to actually clip off the mounts for this and just glue it on. Also, the wire is significantly longer on the new one. The stock wire is pretty short and is a pretty weak servo, but I'll probably use this for something else. So we got the servo on. I had to make a couple modifications. Like I said, I had to cut off the ears of it because it would actually get caught if you articulate on the chassis rails. Also, this ESC tray, it's actually integrated into the into the body post holders, but this edge right here of the receiver platform, I had to shave down so it will properly clear the end of this servo. Now that's only when you're using the stock servo tray to mount it. And to mount it, I just shoe glued it on. It kind of didn't go on straight. It's like ever so slightly like crooked, but it kind of worked out in my favor because that crookedness kind of straightened out my alignment. So it kind of worked out for me. But yeah, you can basically just shove this in here, just shoe glue it on, and use the servo horn that was included with the servo, and it clears the bumper. It doesn't get in the way of anything. The suspension still has full travel. So I think it's a decent upgrade. So let's just take it and see how it runs real quick. Alright, so we're gonna crawl over some blankets here. So like this area right here, something like that. That would have definitely got the servo stalling, but it's powering through it. Something like that right here, that would have stalled it, no problem. Yeah, this is definitely a huge improvement on the performance of the truck. And with the new servo horn, that kind of increases the throw. The steering, actual steering throw is also improved with this servo. So I definitely recommend this servo. 30 bucks is kind of pricey for a micro servo, like I said, but it's honestly not that bad. I'll probably just paint that servo horn black so it doesn't stand out as much, but I'm really happy with how this is performing. And honestly, really didn't even take that much modification and didn't even take that long to install. Maybe took like half an hour to install. Look at that. Look at all that servo torque you see. And this is definitely going to help if you do put on like all the brass upgrades to increase the weight of it. So that's definitely going to help later on. So it's a good investment if you're going to be doing the brass upgrades. But I'm going to have more fun with this. And in the meantime, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed or want to see more upgrades and videos of this thing or any other of my RC stuff, please subscribe, comment down below, give me a like, all that good YouTube shenanigans. I'll see you guys next time.